Good morning, you all. My name is Imani. I'm so happy to have you all back to the videos. So today is April 2nd, and these next few videos will be about guiding on how to regulate our emotions and process anger. A lot of times when we go through something, our body is created to survive. And so if it steps into a room and there is tension, energetic tension, the body will begin to go into a state of triggering the limbic system because it believes that its life is at risk. So the decision between fight, flight, or freeze becomes about. The challenging part about the limbic system is that it cannot decipher specifically what is just a expression of someone else's emotions in an actual life-threatening situation. And so a lot of times as we grow up, we are never taught how to regulate our emotions or to have a filter to be able to decide which is life-threatening and which is someone else's way of processing a situation. And so naturally, as we get older and we grow up, we just see how our parents manage stress. And most times they don't manage it in a healthy way if they themselves have not been taught how to process them. And so now that we're adults and we're walking around and in a world where technology is number one, we find ourselves not spending the time to invest in figuring out, how do I really process my emotions? And then we have a wide right screen of people who suppress them, and then a wide left screen of people who express every millisecond of an emotion, everything having to have a reaction. And that simply is not the case. When we read the Word of God, we see to be angry and to not sin. So what does that mean? That means that it is natural to feel that rise of your body increasing in tension. That is anger. But anger is a secondary emotion. So instead of reacting with a secondary emotion, take a moment and ask yourself, what am I mad at? What is the problem? And as we begin to navigate that, kind of taking a step back, if someone comes up to us with a lot of energy, take a second and say, what did I say that brought this? Most times the answer is nothing, because the other person just came with energy from a different situation and they themselves don't know how to process it. So as they walked away from that one, all of the energy still has to be released somewhere. So you end up being the dumping ground where all of their energetic release is occurring. And that triggers yours. But then the truth is, it doesn't really trigger us. It just is the way that we respond because we have not been taught another way. And so this channel is to help you all understand that true life is found in peace. And in order to have peace, you must become peace. The beautiful thing about this is that it is our nature to understand and to filter our emotions. And so it's going to be an amazing journey to share with you, to walk through this season of just teaching and leading and guiding by example on how we can live the true fulfilled life that God has called us to. And one thing that he says, the life is simple, and this is what he says, to obey my commandment and to follow my way, and it will go well for you. Life is truly that simple. There is truly a life filled with love, of intimacy, of peace, of no lack, and that is the life of God. And I'm here today as an example of that life. And I'm excited to see where God takes me personally and also where he takes you all. We're going to be going through everything, such as finances, intimacy, relationships, marriage, which is a relationship, but relationships with family, marriage, and everything. And one thing I want from you all to know is that a life of stress, anxiety, fear, doubt, worry, depression, and lack is not the life of God. And I'm sorry, there are many congregations and groups out there that say God has called us to not have. But the truth is, He has called us to have Him, and in Him we have all things. And so that is the truth, and that is the gospel. And this channel is to teach you the way, the truth, and the life of God. I'm excited. We will see you all soon. Blessings.